You have one life, and it's up to you to choose how you want to live it. It's up to you to choose how you go about certain things that may rub you the wrong way, that may hurt you, that may scar you, that may traumatize you. You could go through something. You could either let it break you or let it build you up, make you stronger. You could let it ruin your life, or you could let it teach you a lesson. Excuse me. But I just realized, everybody is going through something. Everybody has their own things that they're going through in their life, and it's crazy because it's like some people you don't even know they're going through something, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just go through it. Some people feel like they're alone. Some people are alone. Some people have people and they still feel alone, But I'm not the best person. But if you're going through something and you're alone, I advise you to seek somebody higher, like God. I would advise you to pray. I would advise you to give everything to God and just pray about it. And a lot of you are uncomfortable. A lot of you are uncomfortable, and a lot of you just want to, a lot of you just want to stray away from being uncomfortable, but it's actually good to be uncomfortable sometimes, You have to get uncomfortable to be comfortable, but I just advise you to lay everything out on the floor to God, and Lord, please help me to say what I need to say in this video and not forget the points I'm trying to make. But just give everything to God. Lay it all out on the floor, like whatever it is, just pick a time and just separate yourself from everybody, just to be alone. Wherever you can be alone, just separate yourself and kneel before him, like kneel before your bed, and just come to him and just be like, God, I'm struggling with this, that, and the third. Even if you can't speak, even if you're speaking through tears, just do it. Allow yourself to fall. Like, you are safe with God. He's not going to judge you. He's not going to hurt you. He's not going to make you feel bad. That's not who God is. When you do that, he loves that. He comes to you. He will meet you at your place, like your lowest place. He will meet you when you feel like it's nobody there. He will always make a way. All he wants is for you to reach out to him. Just give him a chance. I promise you, just give him a chance. Like, you really cannot go wrong. Life is going to be hard, whether, you run away from your problems or not. One thing I learned is you can't run away from pain. Pain is going to follow you until you deal with it. Like, even if you act like you're nonchalant or you act like nothing's bothering you, deep down inside, if you see something, maybe something that triggers you, you realize like, oh, maybe I'm not as healed as I thought I was, or, like it hits you randomly sometimes. But yeah, like, I would just, you can trust God. God is never going to fail you. When you go to humans, people who are sinners, they're not perfect. People are going to hurt you. People are going to do things that you don't necessarily agree with, things that you may not even do to somebody. It could be that bad. It could be really bad things. And it could be hard to forgive. It could be unforgivable. But you have to learn how to forgive as well. If you don't forgive, you will still be in pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're holding on to that hurt, you know? If you don't forgive, every time you think of the situation, you're just gonna be like, man, this situation, like, it blows me, bro. Like, it's just, I hate the fact that this, that, and the third happened, or this person did this to me. So you're just gonna continue to have resentment and hold resentment, and that eats you up inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that you wanna be happy. Like, I know that you wanna be peaceful. I know that some of you think back when you were a child, even if your childhood wasn't the most positive, some of you think to your childhood like, you know, dang, like, I remember when I was a child and I was so innocent and happy. I didn't know that when I would grow up, you know, all of this would happen. I didn't think that I would have to go through so many horrible things. I didn't, you know, you didn't know that. You know, you're just a kid. And some of you just be like thinking about that, like it's crazy how many things have happened, you know? Anyway, but you have to learn to forgive, because rather than looking back on a situation that makes you like be mad or have resentment towards the situation or even a person, you can, when you forgive, you can be like, you know what? It's easier to, I wouldn't even say well, I would say it's easier to understand. I'm not like trying to justify anything bad that somebody has done, but just like being able to give yourself peace. You live for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me give an example, right? So I had to go through a couple of abusive and toxic relationships, right? And I even got cheated on before. It was really hard for me to deal with that and figure out how I could forgive others and move forward. Because me personally, I just don't understand how somebody could, you know, spend that much time with you, say that they love you, and betray you in such a horrible way. I just feel like that's crazy. That's a hard topic. But you know, I'm still working on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I'm still forgiving certain people. I've forgiven some people, not all. You know what I'm saying? It's a process. It's not gonna happen overnight. You know, you can keep telling yourself you forgive them, but if they were to come to you for something, or say if you're meant to be with them and they come back and you can't get over what they have done, you know, like, that's gonna be, it's just gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold on. It's gonna be hard, but I feel like what helped me the most, number one, is God, obviously. Obviously. But I've learned my way of forgiving people and being on that process of forgiving people, what helped me to, I wouldn't say nothing made it easier. You know what I'm saying? When you go through something that was like really hard for you, it's kind of hard to, you know, make things easier, because at the same time, like, you know, like, okay, this was messed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody like abused you, like if somebody punched you in your face, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of hard to be like, you know what? I forgive you. You know, no. Because you want to get right back. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That's just me. I don't advise that. You know what I'm saying? I advise to just leave, move on, be happy with somebody who won't. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I'm gonna just say what I had to do. For me, I'm sorry for me yapping, but for me, I had to endure the pain. I can't lie to you. It's not easy, and I don't want to cry. Get it together. I don't want to cry. It's not easy, right? I'm sorry, I thought I ended the video on accident, but it's not easy. You know, I had to sit in my room, sit in my thoughts. You know, I had people who like say, oh yeah, Lala, I'm here for you, da da da. But, you know, it's kind of hard you know, people say they're here for you, but they were never there for you before something really like serious happens. Like, it's kind of hard to believe them, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you went through like minor stuff, right? Say like, I don't know, bro, like something minor, like something that's not that serious, and you know, it was serious for you, but it wasn't that serious for them, so they didn't really feel like they had to be there. You know what I'm saying? And so once something really serious happens, when you really need people around, it just seems like when they do, well, at least for me, when they do show that they're there for you, it's hard to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the things that you may have went through in your past. You might have developed trust issues from a lot of things from your past, and it can be very hard to just sit there and hear somebody say, you know, I'm here for you. You start replaying when people weren't, and it's very important to just accept the love, whether they stay in your life or not, whether, you know, just accept what, sometimes people show up for you, sometimes they don't, but when they do, just be appreciative. Don't keep second guessing, you know, like you prayed for somebody to be there. Don't let those thoughts tell you like, no, nobody's there for you, when in our reality, some people really are there for you. Okay. And so I had people there for me, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like they were there for me. Every day I would isolate myself in my room and I would just cry, and I would just be like trying to figure out, like, I have videos in my phone of me like crying so bad, and if I'm really cut like that, I'm gonna try to put it in here, you know what I'm saying? If I learn how to like edit videos, but I'm new to this, y'all, so bear with me. You know what I'm saying? Stay with me. Anyway, I'm playing. But yeah, I would just be in my room. I would be like um isolating myself from everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, the first couple of months of me like going through something, I usually don't have any positive thoughts, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a lot of I don't know how to put this word. I don't want to say the actual word, but I had a lot of thoughts of not being on this world. I'll just say that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just, you know. Anyway, so I had a lot of those thoughts, and I was kind of like feeding into all the negative thoughts, like, oh, you're not enough, you're not beautiful, you're not worthy of love, you're not capable of being this, that, and the third. You know, I started having thoughts about my aunts who have passed away. Both of my aunts passed away from cancer, and then my third aunt passed away randomly. And so I had thoughts about them like being disappointed in me, and or, you know, just feeling bad for me because of what I'm going through on earth. And they can't really do anything about that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm kind of like just struggling on my own. And I would think about how I wish they were here for me, but they're not, and there's no possible way that they could be here for me. I was just thinking about all of that, all the times that I've been done wrong, and wondering like why me? Like, I just be wondering, like, you know, why can't I just be happy? Why can't I get it right on the first try? You know what I'm saying? But God will use that. He will use what you're going through to help you help others, I guess you could say. I hope that makes sense. Like, when you go through certain things and you may feel like you may feel like it's too much for you, and you end up overcoming it, it helps other people feel like they can do the same thing. When you tell your story, and when they see how you are and what you've overcome, it gives them hope. You know what I'm saying? Because it lets them know that they're not alone, and you have hope to overcome this. You know, life is not just pain. It's not always going to be pain. It's not always going to be disappointment. You're not going to be disappointed for the rest of your life. It's up to you to choose. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I had to cry a lot. I didn't talk to people. I struggled with anxiety and panic attacks. So I would have anxiety every single day. I would have these thoughts of like, oh, what if so and so found somebody else who they think is prettier than me, or who does this better than me, or whatever the case may be. And it was rough. I had to accept the fact that, you know, I did go through those things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't a fairy tale. It was a nightmare. Like, but but yeah, you have to, like, I literally told myself, like, oh, I have to accept the fact that they probably don't love me. I have to accept the fact that they're just not for me. I have to accept the fact that I was disappointed and that I allowed certain things to happen to me. I had to accept the fact that I didn't love myself. I had to accept the fact that, they would move on. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to accept the hard things you don't want to face. You have to accept the hard truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, with my aunts, I had to accept the fact that she will never come back. She will never come back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just going to have to wait until I get to heaven in order to see her. I have to accept that fact. You know what I'm saying? I have to accept the fact that when she was here, I was so caught up in that's a touchy subject. It's okay. I was so caught up in a toxic relationship that, while she was dying, I didn't even, like, I'm thinking, oh, God is real, God is going to heal her. But he healed her in a different way, you know what I'm saying? He took her to heaven, so she wouldn't have to worry about being sick. She didn't have to worry about anything else, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's completely healed. She doesn't have to worry about any complications, you know what I'm saying? I would just assume, like, I know she's going through this, but I don't want to just assume that she's going to die. So I just was like, I'm struggling in my relationship. I'm going to try my hardest to, make this relationship work. And I ended up losing my aunt, both of my aunts. I lost 3 of my aunts around the same time. And then I lost my relationship and a lot of friendships, my jobs. Like, I lost a lot. I even lost myself. And I just have to accept that, you know what I'm saying? I just had to grieve the life that I wanted to have. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry for that inconvenience. But so yeah, I had to grieve the life that I wanted to have. I just had to grieve everything, all my hopes that I had for certain things. I had to come to reality, come to terms with everything. So yeah, I just had to let myself feel the feelings that I feel. I can't ignore them. But God took everything away from me. So I didn't even have a car. Didn't even have any way of getting around. I was home every day by myself in my thoughts. I was battling thoughts of, like, I would say making myself bleed. You know what I'm saying? I was battling those thoughts on my own. I didn't feel like I had anybody I could talk to. The best friend, who's still my best friend, y'all know I love her. But my best friend at the time of all of this, she had just lost her grandmother, and I didn't want to bother her. I struggled with being so unhappy to the point where anybody who finds happiness, I don't want to ruin it. Like, if you're happy with what you're doing and you feel like you don't have to talk to me, by all means, do it. I will never try to take anybody's happiness away, because I know how, for me, it just feels like happiness is rare. So when you have it, cherish those happy moments, because sometimes it can be hard to find for you to genuinely be happy. It can be hard to find those moments. But yeah. And so with her, she had just got into a relationship, and you know, she just was enjoying the relationship. She was happy. You know, she was being loved the way she wanted to be loved. You know what I'm saying? And she had just got out of a toxic relationship that didn't work out for her. So when I seen her happy, I was like, you go, girl. And the whole time, like, I'm just like in my room, like battling all these thoughts and emotions and feelings. Like, it was horrible. But so yeah, I just allowed myself to feel. And any woman who has been through like a toxic relationship, abusive relationship, whatever the case may be, any relationship that may have hurt you, that you're still healing from, and that you're still healing from. What am I trying to say? I just wanted to promote this video. Not this one, but a video that I watched in my healing stage. I watched this video from Carmen. It was like this live performance of, I think her name is Keita. She was singing their song "Lose to Win," and the live song being sung, like, it just touched me so much. Like, it helped me. Like, I just sat there and meditated on the words that she sung, and I just sang it to myself. Because sometimes you do have to lose to win, you know what I'm saying? And you have to accept that. You have to just let go, you know? Sometimes you just have to let go. But yeah, so I did that, and I ended up going through such what's the word I can look for? Such intense feelings, to the point where I almost, whenever I did almost want to like make myself bleed, I would like reach out to people I don't even talk to, like, and I still kind of feel embarrassed about that, but they helped me for sure. But I don't know, I just have trust issues. But you know what I'm saying? I'm getting there. But yeah, I would just say I had reached out to a lot of people that I didn't really talk to. That's how I knew I was going through it, girl. That's how I knew I was going through it. Like a lot of people, I wouldn't say too many people, like not too many people knew what I was going through, but some people, like, I just didn't feel like hiding anymore. It's just like, no, I feel this way and I want help. Like, I felt like I was at rock bottom. Like, every night I would be going to sleep alone, you know, as a single person does, but I'd be going to sleep alone, like, trying to actually heal myself. Little did I know, you know, the person that I was with, who I ended up not being with, you know, they were just surrounding themselves with women who just wanted one thing from them, you know, talking to multiple women. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would do stuff like that while I would just be isolating myself, really trying to get myself to heal and understand how I let things happen, or why we're here. You know, like, what led to this conclusion? You know, like, what can I do to make myself happy? What can I do to heal? What can I do to get over this? You know what I'm saying? Praying, reading the word, disciplining myself. I didn't want to read my Bible. I didn't want to pray, but I knew I had to. And I knew that if I wanted to overcome what I was going through, I'm going to have to. Even if it takes a year, I'm going to have to do it for a year. Even if I'm inconsistent, I'm going to have to still try. You can't just not try, you know? Sometimes it's hard trying for yourself, especially when you don't love yourself, you know what I'm saying? You want others to pick you up, and you try to wait for them, like, oh, I just can't wait until somebody comes to help me, you know, somebody saves me, you know what I'm saying? But this ain't no fairy tale, y'all. This real life. You know, I'm the type of person, I'm very bubbly. Sometimes I can be gullible, But I believe, okay, let me not say that. I'm not gonna say that. But I would say when I am in a relationship, I just look at it like a fairy tale. Because I just been that girl, y'all. I call myself princess. I've always been a princess. But anyway, so yeah, you have to do what you have to do for yourself what you want others to do for you. You have to show up for yourself, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep waiting on everybody else, you know? Because if they choose not to show up, nobody's obligated to do anything. So if they choose not to show up, you're just gonna have to, suck it up, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even just say suck it up, because I'm a very soft, gentle, understanding person. So I would just tell you that if you're waiting on somebody to come and save you or come to pick you up, you have to tell yourself, like, there will be somebody who will be there for me. It's just not right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't force anybody to do anything for you. You're just going to have to accept it. It's about acceptance. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to accept it, and you're going to have to get up in that discomfort, get up in that disappointment, get up in that depression, whatever you're feeling, that heartbreak, the fear, whatever it is, the laziness. You just have to pull yourself up. Even if you gotta, like, you know what I'm saying, crawl to success. like, nah. but like, yeah, like, so many times where I realized I did not want to get up, like, out of bed. I would literally just like roll over and like fall and hit the ground, like, off my bed, because I didn't even want to walk. Like, I would literally just slide off my bed like a slug, like a fucking snail, because I just did not want to get up. And I would have to like cry through it, like Lala, like, you went through this and it's okay. Like, yeah, nobody is here right now, but that's not your life. That's not your purpose. Your purpose, God doesn't just want you to hurt. It's going to make you stronger, which it does every single time. But sometimes we get so caught up in our thoughts. We get so caught up in our thoughts sometimes. And, sometimes you just got to breathe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just breathe. You're alive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't want to cry. But, you're alive. There's a lot of people who have not made it this far. And people go through so much, be nice to everyone, even the people who hurt you, because nobody was born like an asshole. Everybody goes through things. You know what I'm saying? You never know if that person's family beat on them. You never know if they got harassed or assaulted. You don't know anything, and it doesn't justify their actions. But you'd be surprised how many times you can just fight hate with love, and love can win. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody comes to you and they just have like a bad attitude, and they're just like and they're just like, what's an example, Lala? Like, they're just like, get out my way, you in my way, you so big, get out my way, right? And just imagine if you're just like, you turn around, you're just like, I'm sorry for being in your way. I don't know why you're so hostile, but I'm sorry, my sister is singing upstairs, just throw me off. But like, you could be like, I don't know why you're being so hostile, but I just want to say that I think you're beautiful and I love you. And somebody could really break down, or somebody could really just be like, you know what? I'm sorry. And it will make things a lot better. You can really touch somebody by just being nice, But yeah, I had to like push myself to eat, push myself to, even if I spent like, I would say like 5 minutes with my family, just at least try to get out of isolating myself. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things would trigger me. I didn't like having to be around my feelings. I feel like I had to pretend like I was okay. I felt like if I explained it myself, I wouldn't be understood. But sometimes you just have to do it, even if you fail. If you fail, all you have to do is get back up. You know what I'm saying? We all have our dreams and aspirations that we want to accomplish and that we want to succeed in. And I've realized you can't win by just, not doing anything. Like, you have to try. You know what I'm saying? And I promise you that in the situations that have hurt you, you know what I'm saying? While you're overcoming it, everything that you've overcome, or you're still overcoming, like, whenever you get to the goal that you have set for your life, I promise you the goals that you're gonna hit, the goals you're gonna accomplish is gonna mean way more to you than if you went through nothing. Like, if you just went through nothing, it's gonna be like getting a piece of candy. You know what I'm saying? You could buy it for $1. But when you really go through something and you know where you've come from, it's worth it. For sure. For sure, it's worth it. It's very valuable. And life is a beautiful thing, even the ugly moments. Even when you feel like you're ugly, you're still beautiful. You're still handsome, whoever you are. Like, don't let the devil win. Don't let him speak death into your ear. Don't let him speak negativity into your ear. You can easily be happy. You can easily find healing. You just have to take certain steps. And it can be hard, but you have to walk by faith, not by sight. And you're still here because you're watching this video. You know what I'm saying? And that should say something to you. Like, he hasn't given up on you. He hasn't given up on you. You know, you have potential. And if nobody told you today, I love you, I'm proud of you, I see you, I hear you. If any of you need to talk to me for any type of reason, anything you're going through, if you want advice or you just want a listening ear, you can always reach out to me. My Instagram, I have an Instagram actually for that, and it's called, what is it called? I think it's called Monet Loves You. Yeah, it's called Monet Loves You, MONETLUVS, but not YOU, just you. But yeah, so yeah, just wanted y'all to know that, yeah. Also, I want to say that it is okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to show emotion. You don't have to show emotion to everybody because you can't trust everybody. You know what I'm saying? But if you have somebody who is genuine and who you love and care for, and they love and care for you, not even just a relationship, even friendships or whatever, it's okay to say that you're not okay. It's okay to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. Crying doesn't make you weak. Reaching out doesn't make you weak. None of that makes you weak. For me, I feel like it makes you stronger. You know what I'm saying? Some people, I feel like, I wouldn't say it's weak if you just do it alone. I just feel like you don't have to make it harder on yourself. It's not everybody in this world is going to hurt you. Not everybody in this world, is going to betray you. You know, change your way of thought. Oh, your train of thought. Change your train of thought. Sorry, y'all. I be tripping sometimes, but yeah. Just live. And when you go through things, just what's the word I'm looking for? Just embrace the process of healing and whatever you're going through, bro. Embrace the process. Don't be so hard on yourself. Like I said earlier, I believe like the life is hard enough. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through something. So, especially you know, we all have our trials and tribulations that we have to face. And be nice to yourself. You deserve it. Forgive yourself. You deserve it. You know, whatever you may have done that was wrong, as long as you're trying to do better, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're not trying, push yourself to start. Please. It's okay. And even when it gets hard, don't give up. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way to end this video. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I feel like I've been yapping for a second. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna pray. I really pray that anybody with heavy hearts, anybody who is sad right now, anxious right now, anybody who is overthinking right now, anybody who is disappointed right now, I pray that God calms your spirit. I just pray that he calms your spirit. I pray that he comforts you. I pray that he loves on you in this moment. You know, I love you. I hope that you feel the love. I hope you feel the love. And I just smile. Just smile. Even if you feel like it's no reason to smile, just try. Even if you have to smile with tears rolling down your face, just try. Just try to smile. You're beautiful. You're handsome. You're everything that you need to be. You're not lacking anything. You know? You may need to grow still, as all of us do, even our parents. Child. Even your parents. You know what I'm saying? Even though they don't want to admit it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's never too late to grow. But yeah, and I just pray that this video makes sense. I feel like it's all over the place. It's like my first video. But I pray that I'm able to speak to the right audience. I pray that things begin to change for the better for all of us. Listening to this video, watching this video, hearing my voice, I just pray that everything gets better. I pray we learn how to forgive and to move on and move forward and to let go and to hand all of our problems to you, Lord. Help us to just trust you and walk by faith, not by sight. And I just pray that things begin to change for the better. I pray that family begins to show that they care and show love to us. I pray that we endure friendships that are meant for us and people who have the best intentions for us, God. I just pray that we start to feel like ourselves again, God. I pray that the hurt that we feel, somebody will understand, God. Find the answers. God, help us to understand. God, help us to trust you. God, help us to be able to be strong. Help us to remember our battles. Help us to remember that the battles that we may fight, you have the final say. Help us to know that you have the final say. Whatever battle we have to fight, you have the final say. And we can overcome anything with you. Nothing is impossible if you're in the equation. And help us to find a new hope. Help us to find a new love, God. Help us to be nice. Help us, even if somebody's being rude to us and we get upset, help us to just forgive them and forgive ourselves. You know, you can start over. Try again. But yeah, I just want to pray that in I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to pray for. I just pray for our minds, God. Protect our minds. Take away those thoughts that may disturb us while we're trying to sleep, that may disturb us late at night by ourselves, God, that may disturb us when we're out in public and randomly give us anxiety, God. Take away those thoughts, God. Calm our spirit, calm our mind, God. Deliver us from the things that we need delivering from. Yeah. I just want to say I love you, God. I love you guys. And that concludes my prayer. In Jesus' mighty precious name I pray. Amen, amen, and amen. So, yes, I hope this video finds y'all well. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I didn't expect to be talking for this long. I might have to rewatch this. Make sure I'm not tripping. Make sure stuff makes sense. But, yeah. And on my hair, y'all, I got a whole puff, y'all. I got a whole puff. Not too much on me, y'all. But, I just hope that this video helps somebody. You know what I'm saying? I hope that y'all can understand me. But yeah, so I'm gonna let y'all go. You know what I'm saying? If you need me, I'm here. I love you. And that concludes this video. Have a great night, day, wherever you are. Enjoy yourself. Be happy. Take care of yourself. Yeah. All right, y'all. Kisses and hugs, XOXO. Bye.